For all intents and purposes, unless you want to particularly chase down the running away drones, this combat's basically over. You can grab the angry one that's in the goo, and Aaron has tamed one? Question mark.
Oh, well, that went well. Silas, where are you covered in bruises?
I'm not anymore thanks to Ash. But those things decided that apparently I was the most threatening.
You're welcome.
Threatening looking. No, I don't know. At least costing on the sense.
That is patently not true. I'm carrying neither weapon nor armor.
The clothing's pretty grating on the eyes.
I don't know, maybe they just don't appreciate nobles.
It poss-
Perhaps it's a peasant rebellion of small metal spiders.
As if they would know that.
Ipos is currently hanging off the leg of the remaining one as it's desperately trying to shake him off.
I mostly fixed this one, at least made it passive. It doesn't like being held, but it's not fighting anymore. Not that it could hurt Rusty.
Fix this, fix this, fix this, please fix this, fix this.
I'll take a look at it, but you're going to look it over.
I'm assuming basically Wolf is pinning it down properly and Ipos is literally just clinging to its leg. But he's trying. These things are as big as he is.
Damn shame. At least there's two of that are working.
Oh yeah, how heavy are these things? Could Silas pick one up with Mage Hand?
I'm guessing they're
No,
more
not
than
with Mage
5
Hand.
pounds.
Didn't think so.
Yeah, we're probably about 20, 30.
Yeah, I was wondering if they're small sized or tiny sized.
I don't know, a house cat sized one for tiny would still weigh a lot.
Especially
For
considering they're
Mage
made of
Yeah,
metal.
fair.
Yeah, these things would probably weigh about 50 pounds. Unless they're mostly hollow space. This is not anything I've really seen before. The one I did repair had a pretty obvious fault. This one's a little bit more. Give me a few seconds. Aaron's just gonna try to look this over. Also, if you could do me a favor, bring me all the bodies of the other ones. Maybe I can get some spare parts.
Okay.
What they for? They're not
Ash will
big,
Ash will
tasty.
try, realize they're heavy, and go, that's not happening.
Maybe as Priz. These are for making sure everything's still working. However, it's hard for them to make sure that everything's still working when them themselves are not working.
Oh, so they're just trying to fix silly Silas.
Yeah, yes.
He's sort of grinning.
In their weird, demented form of fixing, yes.
I think they're on right track.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst choice anyone's made for fixing him. Oh hush, at least I have two working constructs here that I've actually managed to, apprehend. You'll be happy in a few moments when I actually figure these out. She says as she's now ripping off one of the plates to try to get in the inside to see.
These be worth so much on grade. Actual working ones.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why I'm trying to salvage them. I mean,
I thought you just wanted one because you like these things.
No, I don't want one of these. These are horrible, archaic technology. I don't even know how the damn things work most of the time. I'm just trying to get it working so I can sell the damn thing.
But
Or
they
maybe
like
it has like
Rusty,
an
but
adamantine
different.
core that I can sell. Rusty's better. Amy, look at that.
Yes.
She points over her shoulder.
Yes, he better, but these like him, but different. But he better.
We'll see. I don't know what they all can do, so that's what I'm doing. Aaron's gonna jam her head trying to just try to figure this thing out. Is there any obvious error that she could try to figure out?
It appears to be part of what's running it. You don't really have the tools. I imagine you don't carry any tools for like programming quotation marks constructs on you, so not right now. No.
Programming Rusty is a bit of an endeavor.
Yeah, so nothing you could really do right now.
Can I turn it off?
Yeah, probably. You think a great enough like shock applied in a certain location can turn it off?
Ipos, give me your hand.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Aaron's gonna take your hand and jam it in the machine. I don't know, sneeze or something? I don't know. Just do your electric thing.
He channels a bunch of electricity into it.
And you can turn it off.
Alright, that hit its overload circuits. It's not going to be very happy for a while. It's going to go through a reboot sequence, but that should take a long time. So that's good. Just do that every, I don't know, 3 hours?
Yeah, Aaron gets a feeling these
okay.
things haven't been rebooted in a while.
The other ones, I'm gonna make sure that they are truly broken and I have nothing of worth in them.
Could you use some to fix others?
Yeah, that's the theory.
Take least broken with and use others to fix.
Yeah. Alana did manage to somehow bifurcate one, so most of the components should be fine in that, right? I mean, other than the ones that are cutting it. How did you even do that? You have a scarf.
The scarf has like 7 blades on each side of it.
Yeah, metal doesn't cut metal like that. What the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it. Okay, what am I looking at here? Are these CR1?
I'm afraid they're lower. But they
Can
do
I-
have some things you can extract off of them outside of via trophy harvester,
Okay, so it's just construct components, essentially.
basically. Additionally, you know that the ones that had the like glowing gems, those gems you can actually extract, and you think
Oh.
if you're like, not an idiot, you can actually use them.
Hello.
Oh. Are the other gems not able to be extracted?
No, the other gems appear to be integral. It's just that some of them you can take out.
Basically, we can take the ones from the broken things.
So
my
three
question-
vice gems.
My question is, these ones basically got charged up when we cast on them. If we take one of the vice gems and cast on it, does it turn into our spark or acid gem?
If you want to, you could use a UMD to see if you could change one of the vice gems.
I'm not hugely fussed right now, but it's something I will keep in mind.
Each of the spark and acid gem just kind of count as like your basic 1d3 cantrip, but anyone can use them. You think they're kind of an archaic way of using magic, but you could also potentially study the vice gems to learn a spell if you're particularly bothered.
I'll take one. I'll take one.
I mean, we can just sort of stuff them in the party pack for now.
I'm just imagining Bluebell just eating one of those gems whole and coughing up a spell.
And you can maybe considering how these things just kind of took an ambient magic and used it to fuel spells, perhaps you could make something similar for Bluebell later.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of attaching it to like a collar or something.
Spell harness.
I was more thinking of just like, I have a new witch cantrip.
And perhaps more important for later, this might be useful if you need a thing for spell creation. Oh, I have a spell that's similar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get all these things out. You guys make sure that they have truly run off and are not going to suddenly ambush. Please, thank you.
Also, I think I'm just gonna turn everyone's vision off and just let you use the torch. Should be able to move it.
I am able to move it.
Yeah.
I presume the others.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For future JMAC,
Mhm.
make a character card for that. Make it able for us to use it and assign that as the token, so we can just. So if we want to like light a torch and chuck it down a hallway, we.
Yeah, I'll do that next time.
SP?
Depending on how much we end up using the light.
What's SP,
Shit, is
J-Mac?
It's supposed to be on the gem layer. I was wondering what is very white.
I'm guessing Spider Pit?
Spider Pit.
Are these up or down cliffs?
This one is going down. The one that to the north is going up. No, you're not hidden either. Oh wait, no, you're not. Shh.
I think I have light on
You're
my
stealing
token.
my token. Fine.
Yeah, I have light on my token.
Any of us can be that light. Let's give Erin light so she can also see herself. There appears to be a way down.
It seems everyone else wants to go around the corner first.
It's probably best to check.
Yeah.
Go check
Better
then.
to
Nothing.
better to check. Archer will be up here.
There was nothing there.
Ipos scrambles down the shore.
That's fair.
I'm presuming
It's
it is
pretty
only
easy to climb.
short and climb checks are
Yeah.
not needed.
It's like 10 feet, but like it's craggy. You can do it on the take 10. The only
Um,
person who probably struggles is Erin.
You underestimate my strength ability? Or overestimate it
That's-
even?
that's
I
fair.
have a -1.
That's not bad.
Not as bad as me.
No, not as bad as you. Still a penalty though. Oh, metal gate down here. Just about see it on edge of light.
It's okay. There's a metal gate. You see a lever repository, I suppose, on the other side, but it's missing the actual lever part.
Is that a thing? Is that like a light sconce on the side of the wall there?
Hold on, let's just let my cat out. Yes. It's missing
Oh
the
yeah,
torch
there's
that
one
seems to
one there
was
as
supposed to
well.
have. I just map a while ago, so if
Why
there's
can-
very tiny details,
Why
probably
can
forgot
you
about
see it, but I can't?
That's rude. Oh, probably because Epo says like you need to move the actual torch ring down here. Right.
Yeah, the actual torch thing anyone can move. I just stopped moving it because I don't need it. Apparently, Ipos is carrying his own light now.
You
Yeah.
know, and I have dark vision. I'm like, meh.
You all feel a sudden feeling of questioning.
Whatever, it's not danger.
That's fair enough. Big.
How well did these mine like corridors and stuff? How well did they echo?
Very well.
Ipos shouts up the mine shafts. You okay, Aaron?
You get a feeling of, meh.
She bored.
Does the path to the north connect up to where we were?
A good feeling. Affirmative. Affirmation.
We're asking Ash, but Ash or Prismelody or Wolf or someone down there. But either way, yeah. Silas is going to walk around then instead of climbing down the cliff like a savage.
Oh, that's fine. You just go and fall in the trap that's no doubt laid out there.
Sure, fine. Baron's got light, then yeah. Silas is gonna.
I'm also gonna actually use the cliff instead, but considering it's down, I'm gonna use this. This makes sense to me in my head. I'm not gonna embarrass myself trying to do a climb check.
Backflip.
So go
Yeah.
for it.
There.
Superhero landings.
I mean, she is James's kid.
That's
That's why she has
true.
really high acrobatics.
That makes a lot of sense.
Does Silas fall down a pit when he goes around the long way?
Hi, Silas. Bye, Silas.
No, Silas does not trigger any traps.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bucket of slime drops on him. It's fine.
This isn't the Nickelodeon choice of words.
How close together are these bars?
Kind of close. You probably could, like, a regular human could probably fit, like, your hand within. You could probably squeeze by with a decent enough escape artist.
I am untrained +2 escape artist. Probably not enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
I'm tempted to try anyway. Otherwise, I'm presuming Mage Hand can't push the switch.
No, there's no actual, like, leveragey thingamabob in it.
Oh, it's like
Maybe.
the hole where a lever should be, but the actual stick's gone.
Yes.
Right. Ah, dead end, gate broken.
Well then, Silas is gonna look and see if he can find a lever.
Wait,
See a lever on the other side.
I was presuming it was a case of a wooden lever had rotted over time. But there might be one laid out.
Is there a lever?
Nope. It's pretty barren in here. If there's a lever, you fairly easily see it.
Not
Oh,
so well.
there's other sections to the mine to check out.
Well, I guess we will go back north. There's a way. There was a way around here.
Damn Rusty.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Door.
Why is Rusty so good at acrobatics?
Because he has to jump.
Yes, big metal door, lever on other side, but lever broke. It missing.
Really?
Yeah.
Never mind, there's nothing over here.
It sort of points out where the mechanism should be.
Excuse me, Ipos. Let me. You got big horns. I don't. I think I can maybe wiggle my way through.
Ash is gonna cast Detect Magic on this torch sconce.
There's no magic from it. You get the feeling it's probably just supposed to hold the actual torch, rather than, like, magically light up.
I don't know. I'll just have Prismelody give it a pull since she has an actual strength score.
It is pretty solidly in the rock. Aaron,
God damn it.
yeah, not much
Nope.
luck.
Does she get
Son of a-
stuck?
Not really. She kind of, like, can't squeeze her head through.
Ipos has horns, you has big head.
Whatever.
Gods above.
That's a general rule, right? If you can't fit your head through, you can't fit your entire body.
That is actually the mechanical rule for that.
Silas is going to walk over and cast Unseen Servant on the other side of the bars.
Okay.
then he's going to order it to go over to where the lever was and attempt to reach in and pull down, like activate it from the inside. It can't feel pain. It can probably stick its hand into that like
Okay,
ridge.
let me look at Unseen Servant.
Decent amount of
Yeah,
full
it takes
powers.
it takes Unseen Servant probably like half of a minute to do it, but it eventually lifts the mechanism up to a point where. Nope, that's the floor.
Oh god.
Silas,
It
Silas,
moves
you're
the
moving the
floor.
floor.
There.
The bars
Hey.
retract into the walls.
Now, we wanna explore down there or rest of up here?
I looked. I checked what was to the left. There's nothing but rocks.
Oh, okay.
Ash is going to come
Archers
up to
ahead.
the lever mechanism,
Yeah.
have Prismelody just like jam a torch in it to make sure it doesn't like, unbind.
Oh, stone thing down here, like made stone, not rock stone. Like
Ooh,
building stone.
excuse me, pardon me. It's coming through. Oh,
Worry not. We have. The servant will be around for another hour.
Better safe than sorry.
okay. What are we looking at here? This
Plus,
looks
that was like
interesting.
a copper piece. It's fine.
That
Okay,
seems to be
before
a
we go in
door.
there, I'm gonna take a quick break because I need to desperately go to the toilet.
Okay.
Well, this place is interesting.
It's probably a door.
Well,
We've hit a
yes.
loading screen.
Now
Give me a
we
moment here. There's a complicated piece of logic puzzle here that I need to complete before the door opens. This is gonna take a minute.
Evan just pulls out the newspaper, starts doing the crossword.
By the way, I did manage to apprehend those spiders and basically jam them, And all the other ones are mostly salvage, but I will probably come back and check that out.
Oh, good. Good.
Though it is slightly disconcerting about if those things are still functioning but no longer doing their proper programming, I'm slightly concerned what else we're going to find down.
Mm-hmm.
Those were fairly. I'm not sure if they had the proper ways of doing higher level intelligence, but if they did, I can't imagine it's very happy.
They not tasty like normal spiders.
It's because they weren't spiders?
I know, that way they're not tasty.
Well, as long as you acknowledge that.
I'm back.
As Aaron was examining the parts, she may have seen like a little bit of nibble on a couple of them. And go in. No, it won't let me.
Oh right, yeah, you're blocked by walls. And just gonna. Oh shit, this is all fixed.
No.
It's fine. It doesn't really lead to anything. It just leads to a small room with a hatch leading down.
Welcome to the second loading.
I opened the hatch.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the hatch.
Is there actually like a ladder or something to go down the hatch?
Yes.
Right, that's not rotted away as well.
No, it's metal.
How are we getting Rusty down?
He will jump.
How far of a jump is it?
But
How will
I'll
he get back up?
that's another good point. But I'll describe it because you probably might not want Rusty going down there anyway. It's a 20-foot ladder that seems to lead into a bunker.
Oh. Okay, Rusty, stay up here. Oh gosh, I hate this.
There isn't an actual map for it, but you even just kind of entering into the main area, you can see what appears to be just kind of a living space, but it's empty. There's lockers lining up against one of the walls. There's like doorways and corridors to what appear to be other sections of this area. It's a little bit dusty, but not terribly.
It where the miners live. They come
Maybe.
here, work for a few days, then go home again. Stay here while they working.
That would make sense.
Ipos just starts opening up lockers.
Most of them are locked.
I'll start
Well, the
opening
few-
lockers.
That's fair. Well, there are a few that are unlocked. Inside, yeah, it seems that there's outfits in there. Kind of overalls, thick trousers, headlamps, that sort of thing.
Ipos pulls one out and puts it on.
It's a bit big for you, but you can.
He puts it on anyway, and the sleeves are like half a foot too long. The trousers are just dragging along the ground. He
You look dashing.
he can barely see from underneath the helmet.
You look dashing.
Hippos knows.
But for the most part, it's more of that. There's uniforms, there's clothing, there's personal effects. You can see, not quite like a photo, but like drawn families and stuff like that. There's small notes. Nothing terribly important.
Is it
Or at
all
least,
like intact, or is it like
yes,
barely holding on?
it's intact.
Oh wow.
There's not a lot of moisture down here, which you think is probably the main reason it's been fine. The lockers have kept them in decent condition.
I don't know if anyone has like social, political silence, but this could be a good for something.
If nothing else, we should definitely tell the others about this location.
Yes. You can choose to spend some time to search this place.
Yes.
In return, you'll basically get, for probably spending about an hour, you'll get what will be stuff you can turn back into the teachers. Basically, stuff that shows off culture. Perhaps like small toys that they made, tools, maybe even a bit of history. Well, you can't read it.
Silas is going to ping for psychic significance.
Yeah, I say let's spend the time.
And take the more strong ones.
I'm gonna open every single box.
Okay. Erin pulls out her handy dandy Traveler's Anyto Crowbar Edition. But you can spend the time. You do find some loot actually. Some more useful loot other than school stuff.
Hooray.
Chowdito.
In addition, I will use mine detect secret door.
Okay.
Scroll
If you do
of
detect-
walk.
Yes, that's another spell that you've not seen before. Which, if I go to description here. Yes. Da-da-da. Why's your chat box so tiny? Oh no, okay, that's my entire screen. Okay, I wrote this out before I remembered that psychic classes exist. So, if you're wanting to potentially learn this, Big B just talk makes it probably psychic.
With animating energy? Yeah, no, I could see that being on the psychic list.
Essentially, you touch something and it walks in a direction.
Yeah, just infuse it with psychic energy.
Well, we found a way of setting off traps.
Yeah, maybe like tripwires, but diminutive objects are probably not heavy enough. Unless you find some kind of like hyper dense thing.
You see what I've
Looks
got?
at Silas.
You see what I've got here is a lead table weight.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that might work for some.
I'm paying for weight, but yeah. But yeah, the point.
Yes, if Erin is using detect secret doors, she doesn't find much, though there are a few tiles that people appear to have like rigged so that we could hide for personal effects. Though it appears to be letters and perhaps more adult things.
Hey, that's
I'd look
more
at them.
that's more school points. Examples
Oh
of
my
ancient
God.
porn.
Nope. it's
We
mine.
found an ancient dildo.
This is a fertility idol.
Call it whatever you want.
Call it whatever you want. Oh shit! You guys are gonna see that. Not if I. Oops, wrong dice.
17's pretty good.
Damn it.
Fuck you. Mine.
You got so.
Ah, so close.
Bitch.
With my +0 perception, I almost saw.
Slightly worried that Erin's hiding this, but okay.
Just don't question where she's hiding it.
Ah, you
Aaron, what are you doing?
She got a 22, though.
What?
No? Oh, Ash did, yeah.
I'm keeping objects from sensitive eyes.
What?
What? What? I didn't hear you.
What items?
Come here.
Okay.
I'll let you hunch down over, and I'll just open up the little pamphlet.
Oh my gods.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm keeping it.
Phrasing?
There's
You know,
nothing to be
you're-
phrasing about.
You know, I bet this would be worth to someone around the campus.
Here, okay. Well, there's a few more things that here, take it.
Huh. We'll talk more about this later.
Now it's confirmation that these people are at least human-esque.
Is there any distinct differences?
Not terribly. Well, you don't really get a sense of skill.
Okay.
They were all giants. So that wouldn't really match with the huts we found.
Yeah.
Everything so far has been kind of like medium-sized-ish. Admittedly, they might be really tall, but
Yeah.
anyway.
I wonder
And
if this
you
is just age discoloring or the skin color is actually that.
Oh, dear.
Start all
Hard to
purple.
tell.
Moving away. You have searched the bunker. I'll note down that you have received things to return.
Because we're gonna find all of these things and then never return.
I mean, so far it's not been too bad, except for Silas.
Yeah, but that's not really too bad.
Acceptable losses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark down quantity 1. I'm gonna let. I'm gonna say we found 2. Ash can mark down quantity 1 as well.
Are we just gonna head out of the mine now?
Well, we got that other place to look. Make sure that there is
Oh,
really
yeah.
nothing left.
Yeah, there is a right part to this mine.
Yes,
You've only searched
I
this
forgot about that. Hippos has short memory.
Well, your memory matches your stature, so.
Can't really argue that. Just going to scramble up the cliff again.
I'm gonna stare at
God,
the
you
cliff
don't
and
even
sigh.
need to do that.
Don't need to, but why wouldn't you? It's fun.
What's over here?
exercise. So I'm just gonna move this off to the side. I'll note that. Aaron, are you keeping hold of this buoy? This crab thing?
Oh no, I tied them up and pinned them under a bunch of rocks.
Okay. I wasn't
So they
sure if
can't
you're
move.
keeping them. Okay.
I'm just marking down that Rusty doesn't have his net, essentially. Just took that out, dumped him in the net, and tied it up.
Yeah, I'll just note that you pinned them under a minecart or something.
Actually, yeah. I probably would have got Wolf's help just put a minecart on top of him.
Yeah, no, it's like putting a spider under a cup, but
Are we
bigger.
not waiting for the other Silas?
Oops. I forgot about that.
I forgot about my
good.
party.
I mean, you can charge ahead of the meat shields if you want.
No, I forgot that we hadn't explored there yet. I was just the map has a it fills in naturally.
I will.
In a way-
I will say. I will say. I need to stick very close to you, Bigby.
Yeah,
You're the
I
only
have a
person
light.
considering my-
Yeah, what happened to the
Yeah,
torch?
hold up. Where's Ash?
Question, where's the torch?
Yeah, Ash is also way back at the.
Yeah, I don't know where you guys are.
We went back to where we fought the spiders and went right.
Okay.
There's the torch. I forgot I moved it into the other room.
I'm gonna wait for Jesse to show up before I move more.
Yeah,
There
right,
we go.
there they are.
Hey, the torch. Cool.
Sorry, I was in another tab.
I tell you now, there's nothing innately dangerous around here.
I
Uh,
swear I
yeah,
wasn't
move
looking
forward.
at ancient pornography.
You're not sure where the
Nothing
crabs went.
innately dangerous. That doesn't mean there isn't dangerous things down here.
No fear.
Where did
Oh.
those spider things go?
Is Dead End?
They probably found holes to crawl into.
I haven't seen any holes. Well,
Then,
yeah.
interesting. Torch sconces and
Does Ipos find anything
Eh.
in the Dead End?
Let me check.
He sort
Silas
of
will throw out a ping.
walks in and just starts scrabbling around.
Do you have any bonuses that aren't marked in?
No. Don't be
No, you do
silly.
not find anything.
Ipos sees nothing.
Silas, you find the barest mark of a psychic significance on this torch sconce.
Okay,
It smells faintly of fear.
Ugh.
odd. Okay, he'll. I
think
guess
they were mining.
pull it a little bit.
What were they mining here? I don't understand this mineral.
Maybe rocks. Just diggy rocks out, make houses.
There's nothing.
It doesn't feel
I-
like that kind of rock.
I don't think so. Most of the time you would mine marble or granite. This does not seem like any of that.
Not all houses made of marble or granite.
Also, you do not mine that. You quarry it, generally from above,
Is
in
digging,
huge pits.
Is digging rocks out of ground. Is mining.
Yes,
Yeah, but we're trying to identify kind of rocks.
and there's a difference between a mine and a quarry. Quarry is where you get stone and such, because you need very large amounts of that. While mining, you find the choicest little bits with metal in it.
Lots of rocks underground. Mine for rocks.
Just different flavors of rocks.
Silas will look around for any.
You seem
For
to take
anything
a shine
else.
to that torch sconce for some reason.
Yes, there was a.
Silas.
Did I pass the threshold?
You did.
Did it was
Well, I'm
just
pretty,
missed?
I'm pretty sure I'm just missing as he was asking for miscellaneous bonuses.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Silas,
I should have pinged heightened awareness, but I didn't.
Yeah, I
Silas,
do that
you
earlier.
hear this entire kind of mine cave bit thing? It's been very like echoey, which kind of makes sense. It's long tunnels. There's enough space overhead that the sounds would echo. But now that you listen carefully amidst the chatter of everyone else, you hear whistling coming from that way.
Like air rushing by whistling.
Silas pokes the wall.
It's a wall. But as you kind of move your hand over it, yeah, at certain parts of the rock you can feel air flow through.
Odd. He'll step back and cast Detect Magic then.
No magic.
Something over here. There's holes letting air through.
What? It's rock. Doesn't have. Oh wait. What?
There are holes here. Run your hand across. You'll feel airflow.
Interesting. Erin pulls out a piece of chalk and then just starts dragging her hand across the stone and marking wherever she feels air.
Okay, 2 main points. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that works. There. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that would make sense. It's a hidden door. Those are gaps.
Erin's gonna make another check to try to identify a control mechanism.
That would be perception, I believe.
Sure.
Perception or disable?
Perception. Perception.
Yeah, you don't know if there's actually a mechanism here yet.
23.
Uh,
Or 21 plus 1. So
Yeah.
either one.
Or potentially
The-
24.
potentially 24. The only thing that really come to mind of looking around this room, at least, being a mechanism, is torch sconce.
I
Which,
tried
going over
pulling-
to it,
Maybe put torch in.
Okay. I put a torch in it.
which, as you do. Okay, you have the right one. But not this stairs.
Good.
Ah, that explains the psychic significance tied to it.
Yeah, out of character, I'm wondering why it's a fear.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
Okay,
This could
why
just
did it
be
have a psychic significance? It's not like did someone love that torch sconce or something? I don't know how that works.
No, it was fear.
What does that mean?
It means that a strong enough emotional residue is there.
No, that's not the
Is
point.
there to
Why would
ping.
there be fear?
I do not know. I was
Maybe
not here
someone was-
whenever it was created.
Maybe someone was afraid of fire.
Or maybe someone was afraid of whatever they're hiding? I don't know.
Maybe it is safe place to go. Person scared, pull that, go in safe place, feel better.
Wouldn't that be relief?
No,
No, because they scared until they get in there.
exactly.
Well,
Okay,
if we feel relief on the other side, then I'm going to guess that you were right. Either that or
Here-
we found an ancient bathroom.
Right, here's
Oh.
where I'm recognizing the mistake of. Whoops.
Oh,
Let me just drag you past. I drew in the lines, and now you can't move past the lines.
yeah.
Oh. I need to clear the lines, I guess.
Hey,
Ooh.
The issue is I've drew the lines all as one mega
Hey,
thing.
I can see the
Oh,
gate
I
now.
will not do that in the future. Shh. Why's that? Oh, right, 'cause there's no lines there.
No lines, we're free!
another line.
Secret tunnel.
This tunnel seems to lead down, way deep down.
Yeah, we can't
There's a
go.
wind brushing past, which, if you have any sort of lit flame, it flickers wildly.
I'm in the void now. I just see darkness here.
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Or rather, this is the end of the map.
Right,
Ah.
okay.
So then,
I'm so glad my torch can't go out.
yes, it is quite handy to have magical light sources.
Yeah.
I pity you still need to hold yours.
It's a pity.
Pity you need one in the first place.
What even happened to your
Silas?
storage? Most people's flames are actually brighter than that.
I'm not certain.
What did you do? Did you buy it off of some sham artist?
Of course not.
Well, then
I
why
bought
is
this
it like that?
from a quite reputable mage in Tallspire.
That's great. I don't care if he's reputable. I want to care if he made you something shit.
Like I said, I do not know. It just dimmed one day.
Okay. How old is it?
Let's see, when did I get this? About a year ago, I believe.
Yeah, sure. Here we go.
It does take you a decent while to head down this passageway. But at the end, you come to an opening, and you see something.
Ba-ba-bum.
Gasp. I need to make sure that shit on this map is properly hidden, because otherwise it'll spoil everything.
Right, guys, there's hidden things on the map.
Oops, I deleted Aaron.
Hi.
Didn't mean to.
Bye, Aaron.
You have green boxes over here, I'm trying to get rid of it.
As long as we've still got Rusty, that's the important thing.
Technically, yes.
Hey, we're
No,
good.
no, Aaron is back. Da-da-da.
Are we on this map?
To the left.
Up and
Ooh.
left, there we go.
Oh my god.
The tunnel opens out, and you see before you buildings. Lots and lots of buildings and pipes and machinations. And is this an underground city?
Oh, secret
Well, would you
underground
look at
tribe.
that?
What?
Does it
What am I
actually
staring
does it
at?
actually have all the lights on?
Yes. Well, actually, not all of them. Some of them are flickering, some of them are out, but there's enough lights on that you can kind of see properly down here.
Very
What am I looking at?
interesting.
This is
Ash-
amazing.
Ash turns to our NPC companion that I'm sure everyone forgot about and
I remembered
says,
him.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, sipping on lemonade.
He's still here.
and Ash just looks at him and goes, "So we're getting an A+ for
Assuming you're the first people who discovered this, sure.
I didn't detect any other more powerful psychic presences, so
Give me a
There's no
second
guarantee
here.
this is the only way down.
Come on,
True,
let's
fair.
let's go look around. Come on, let's go look. Nopal starts walking.
Yes. Be cautious so as to not have something fall on you.
He's not
Or
being
fall through
cautious.
something.
He's not being cautious at all.
Also, Ash is going to pull out a piece of chalk right on the wall. Ash O'Quick was here.
Erin is also going to take out. Actually, she does actually do a very similar thing, but instead of writing on chalk, she actually puts a little symbol on the wall before entering, which is a candle, but its main body is made out of like a silver wire that wraps around itself, and then at the top is a small like glass bead that looks kind of like a candle.
Silverwick.
Yeah.
There are a few things I do need to note before you move on. Firstly, you can see movement in the city.
That's what my perception was about. So okay.
Yes, there's movement within the city. Also, there's noise. Everywhere else has been very quiet, perhaps just natural, noise going on, wind rustling, or the rare animal or two. There's a bustle down here. There's clanking of pipes, there's straining metal, there's crashing.
Maybe people still down here.
I really doubt it,
Potentially,
but
I doubt too. But cool if is.
it may be more of those like drones, as you called them.
yes. Okay. We're gonna want to keep low. Try to avoid things in general.
Well, you first, Aaron.
All right. Erin says, or Erin goes forward and pulls out another identical little badge that she just stuck to the wall and pins it to her.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have something like this. It's occasionally used. Hopefully, it doesn't become in use.
I have no idea what that.
Oh, right. In Silvermount, there's a practice that you have like an identification pin, and one that you pin on the entrance to the door you went in to the ruins, and one you keep on your body. So if someone finds your mangled corpse, they know.
Oh, okay. No, nothing like that. Seems
I'll just
entirely
use my-
unfazed.
I'll just use my arcane mark.
That's great. You won't be able to put an arcane mark on your face.
Yes, I can actually.
Can you? Oh well. Never mind
Yes.
then. I don't know how that works.
Also, he's not going to be putting it on his face because his arcane mark, turns out, is the same one that's on his ring.
It's his face.
Oh, actually, Silas, that will work. As long as it's the same symbol. It works.
Yeah, your arcane mark doesn't change unless you like make a separate mark.
Okay. Okay, I can do this. Aaron will go into the city.
Yeah, I guess I would guess that we all follow.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
As you enter in deeper, yep, there are a lot of those weird crab things about. For the most part, they're not really a danger to you. They do like 1 damage at a time, and you can kind of just outrun them. But while you're down here, you're not, unless you find a particularly, defensible place, or you manage to lose them, you're not going to be able to rest. This is basically an active combat zone, quotation marks. More so, the crabs aren't the only thing down here. You see the presence of larger golems. Many of them are broken down, cracked apart, but a few of them you can see kind of wandering. Just some of them appear to be actively malicious, where they'll just smash into any surface they can see. Other ones just appear to stand stock still, doing nothing.
Okay, sweepers, keep out of their sight. Don't alert them anyway. I don't know what kind of communication they, or if they still do. Just, I don't want to fight them at all.
Yeah, as per Aaron's logic, fighting down here is a bad idea. If you start a fight, chances are you will be swarmed.
Okay.
But it's not all bad news. Most of the buildings down here are intact. In fact, judging by signage and such, you can see there are stores and municipal buildings that are still in very good shape. To that point, it's a question of what do you particularly either want to look for, or what sort of building do you want to search first?
I say we look for like a mayor's office.
Yeah,
Ash wants to look for like a jewelry store.
I was thinking either like mayor's office or like a records hall, that sort of thing.
Yeah, ooh.
There might be a maintenance
storage.
building nearby. We can go back because that town was still there. We need to still find one of those lightning orb things. Though I get your point, going to a mayoral building here might be a little bit more beneficial than trying to repair the one back on the surface.
Yes, exactly.
The only problem was none of us could actually read documents.
Yeah, and
Well, then we
like out
would
of
take-
character,
read them
Ipos
later.
could get a gist of what it was, but he couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
Because I have linguistics.
Yeah, so
Then-
the mayoral office might be nice, but I don't think anyone can comprehend anything there. I
No,
at least
we'll
can
be able
sort
to
of
take them.
reverse engineer their mechanics. So if we go to a maintenance office, we can at least.
Fine. At the very least, we'll be able to mark this office for future exploration. So
I mean, it's still a vote. You
I mean,
do what you.
yes, I know.
The only other thing to consider is if some records place or library or something like that may have a map of the city.
That's a good point.
Yes, that would probably be for the best, actually, because maps are fairly.
At the moment, we're just kind of running around blind, hoping we run into a maintenance shed or municipal office or something like that.
All right, Silas, with your very discerning, pompous eyes, what building looks the most governmental to you?
Knowledge, nobility, go!
Go for it. Nobility or local? Don't know if you've.
24!
Nice.
Judging from what Silas knows of nobility, that tends to be very, central to all sort of dogma. Probably one of the central buildings, built around perhaps one of the pillars. It's very important to be at the centre of the place that you're running, after all, so everyone has, you're giving the appearance of everyone having equal access at least. To that point, Silas can at least point you to probably what will be the best buildings, judging from their style once you get closer.
Yes.
So if you're moving about down here, I'm going to need everyone to suggest me a skill they're going to use to help them move down here without ever getting caught or being seen.
I'm going to do stealth.
Yeah, stealth is obviously the main thing, but there might be other things you have in mind.
I'm going to use bluff to create a distraction.
I was thinking the same thing.
That works.
I'm
These things
trying to
aren't
think
smart.
of some way of working dance into it.
Well, I mean, if you,
I just do the worm through the city, and they're all so confused they ignore me. I'll be doing stealth, I guess.
Is this a group thing or?
Yes. I need every single person. Just either suggest something or
24.
I guess
24.
you could just run. Nice.
16.
24.
24.
24 is the number today.
I'm arguing acrobatics and the idea of just run.
Yeah, that works.
Mm,
A lot of just
23.
slips past things.
Yeah, pretty
mm,
Is the small size
Mm.
bonus automatically calculated on the
Yes, it is.
sheet?
mm,
Thought I'd have more than that.
There's
Well,
a point that if you're
What's your
encumbered-
dex?
Let's see. Plus 2 dex. 2 dex, 1 rank. Class. Oh no, it's not a class skill. Ah. That's
That would do it.
why it's throwing me off.
But Dark, if Wolf just particularly wants to run, he could just do flat con.
yeah, I think that's what I was thinking right now, because it's probably the best roll I can do is flat con.
You don't have any acrobatics or climb or...
I do, but I'm wearing medium armor.
Take your armor
Mm.
off.
Yeah. But then that takes time.
Yeah, taking armor takes time.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put down a marked path for you for easy sprinting, so you can just look for little marks and keep running.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Thankfully, for the most part, everyone succeeded to the point where both lagging behind a bit isn't too much of an issue. The rest of you ahead can kind of point out routes for him to go, where the crabs will quickly lose sight of him.
Look, Wolf's meant for direct confrontation, not evading.
Meanwhile,
That's fair.
Prismality is just like keeping an eye on all of them, seeing which directions they're going, signaling Wolf to advance or stop as necessary.
Occasionally, Wolf hears an arrow whiz past his head and embed itself in a nearby alleyway, saying, "Go this way."
Yeah, just a little piece of paper tied to it that says this way.